For the news that can't wait until 6, turn to Jim Louts in the Midday Report, weekdays at 11:30.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Bill Holden is one of those actors who is never bad in a motion picture. He has a unique record of great pictures, from Sunset Boulevard to Bridge on the River Kwai, and many, many more. And he's got interests that take him all over the world. He's usually leaving for someplace or coming back from someplace. Today, his 60-second film opened called When Time Ran Out. Would you welcome William Holden? Bill? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I was right. I don't know whether you heard the introduction. Usually you are coming from someplace, or you're going someplace, and you stop in here now. Where are you coming from or
Malibu
going?
this afternoon. I just
Malibu,
made the Malibu Burbank run. You know, it's interesting. Friday afternoon. That's something.
Yeah. How would you like to do that every day to get to work?
No.
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 What are you doing out in Malibu? You have a house out there or what?
No, I'm working in a Blake Edwards picture, S.O.B.
Is that what Freddie's going like this. I know it's all right, Fred. I didn't do anything. S.O.B. is all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, that's okay. I thought it was... I think that's been cleared. That's okay.
In that case, I got another song I'd like to do.
It's the kind of thing, John, that...
Yes, Bill.
The masochistic American public, our society sort of, you know, we accept things in every walk of life, in any endeavor, any kind of business. I mean, there's S.O.B. in Detroit, there's S.O.B. in Cleveland, in the television business, the motion picture business.
Right.
And certainly in politics.
The one just kind of accepts for
Oh,
granted.
yeah, a lot of S.O.B. in politics because we...
That's where it started?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
And the reason I say we're masochistic is that we know we're lied to.
Right.
We know we're cheated on. We know we're manipulated, and we just kind of, I don't know, do nothing about it.
Yeah, somebody wrote a book years ago, and I can't remember, was it A Nation of Sheep? Does that ring a bell with anybody? I think Vance Packard or somebody saying that you do get manipulated, that people sit back and say, well, I guess that's the modus operandi, that's the way it works, and you can't really change it.
I think people have to really give good consideration to things and express themselves in voting.
Yeah.
You know, change it.
What do you do if somebody really bugs you, if somebody takes advantage of you? Do you have anything more to do with them ever?
No,
or
I
you
walk away from the situation.
And say, that's it?
Cool it, yeah.
Yeah. Have you had circumstances like that where
yeah.
in your professional career where it didn't work and you said, well, I don't like to work with that certain person, and cross him off the list?
A few instances in this basic endeavor.
You know what the trouble is? You said we change it by voting. So many people, and it's kind of sad, get the feeling that no matter who you vote for, nothing much is going to change in the long haul. And that's too bad,
yeah.
But it should.
Yeah, as I say, we must give it consideration.
Yeah.
It's sort of self-education kind of thing.
Yeah. Have you been in Africa since I've seen you? I keep saying this every time you're on the show, and you're getting tired of hearing this. I say, Bill, I'm going to go to Africa with you. Tell me what are you going to do.
Yeah, well, I got
You
news
keep
for
saying if you can...
You know, the only way I'm ever going to get you promised, you've broken my heart so many times.
Because you spend a lot of time there, you know
I
it.
want to tell you something.
Yeah.
The only way I'm ever going to get you to Africa is to take this whole bloody stage, the whole orchestra, everybody, and go over there, and I'll get you to Africa.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
I think that'd be terrific.
From Kenya.
I'll be here, and you just call me, let me know how it goes.
Right.
How was the Tonight Show in Africa? And the word comes back, it was delicious.
Direct from Kenya. No, you're probably right. I guess I keep saying that.
I can get you some great interviews with rhino and gorillas and things like that.
No,
Very bright animals.
You really know the country well. You spend a good deal of time. Are you heading there again?
Yeah, as soon as I finish.
I know you're very involved in and a lot of people say, those of you who are knowledgeable and frequent say that people should go because it may not last. And we keep hearing that is the last part of the world where the wild animals still have them, and it may not last for 20, 30, or 40 years.
You know, they're going to be sacrificed in the name of progress. If you have a population explosion, newly independent country as Kenya is in 20 years, something, and the population has grown since we were there in
They need the
1958.
land.
from 5 million to 15 million. They need the land to develop agricultural, areas to feed the people, and naturally the habitat of the game is reduced and diminished. Through national parks they'll manage to.
You think they'll still keep the national parks?
Well, yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, and Kenya has a very progressive national park system. But it means that these various species of animals will be reduced in numbers.
Right. You're doing something with giraffes, are you not?
Yeah, well, the next capture concerns itself with Rothschild giraffe in the western province of Kisumu in Kenya. And this is a translocation project that we have. We will capture those. They're an endangered species now. We will capture those animals and set up bomas and then transfer them either down into Tsavo East or West or Amboseli. We'll take them out of the area where they're endangered.
How does one take a giraffe? I mean, when you say take it, I mean, it's a big animal.
Well, you've got to watch telephone lines and things like that.
I shouldn't have asked. I mean,
there are...
they're extremely strong. How do you transport them? Do you have to tranquilize an animal that size?
On low loaders with open-top crates.
Yeah.
And we'll manage to get quite a few down there. There's no danger to the animal.
Right.
Choose your roads, no low bridges or anything.
Let me ask you something. How many giraffes do they have to get down to before it's considered an endangered species?
It depends on, I wouldn't be able to tell you on the number of Rothschild. You see, when a species starts to diminish and it's poached or it's hunted out or whatever, there is a critical point where it becomes then diminishing returns. I mean, there aren't enough left of that particular...
To reproduce
to reproduce enough.
Yeah.
So, like the Somalia wild ass, which always gets a funny laugh, but anyway, when we captured those, this was before the Ogaden War, the estimate was that there were 1,500 Somali wild ass left. We managed to get 6. It took us 4.5 months to get 6. But if that number got below 1,000, then it would be a rapid fall-off with diminishing returns. They just really wouldn't be able to.
Has there been a case where they turned it around? You know,
Yes.
where they not only have they saved it, but it started to reproduce so rapidly that created a problem on the other side.
They brought oryx over from Africa, from the northwest part of Africa, to Arizona and bred up herds and returned them to Africa.